Boom! Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, Danny Savage, Draft Guru, coming at you with five rises, not five rises, five guys just to have in the back of your head, prospects to look at when you're watching football on Saturdays and weekends. And ironically, this week we got football Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and then Saturday we have all. So Saturday we have the full games from from 12 noon to like midnight, honestly till like 4 a.m. because Hawaii plays like at midnight. Tonight we got Troy at South Alabama, Kennesaw State at Middle Tennessee State, and we also have Louisiana Tech at New Mexico State. Now listen, people, you would be surprised even by watching these small colleges. Listen, that's why I laugh at all like these fake. Wait a second. Wait a second. Still the best beard on YouTube. This is why I laugh at all the fake draft people. You can't be a draft guy March and April, 2 months out of the year, and not watch college football the other 10. If you can get away with it and sell your snake oil to the public, God bless you. You got it. But today is what? October 15th at 1600 hours. And we're 327 players deep already. Now, am I saying all these guys are going to be like first rounders? No. But some of these dudes are flying up lists. I'm trying to get this hat done. I want to talk to you about first kid, Wisconsin running back, Tawee Walker, 5'9", 220. So he has some decent size to him. He spent 3 years at Oklahoma. No, actually, first he started out at some Palomar Junior College in 2021. Then 2022, 2023, he was at Oklahoma. And he really, didn't blow anybody out of the water. He didn't really, go crazy. So, jumped in the portal. He transferred to Wisconsin. So far, he has 440 yards and 9 touchdowns. And the kid runs bigger than his size to me. And he can move, man. This kid got some jets. He can move. I've been saying it since May. I think running back is probably one of the most deepest positions in this year's draft, along with defensive tackle and edge, especially in the first round. There's no reason. Listen, I expect 2 running backs, possibly 3 to go in round 1. But in my opinion, those would be the teams picking at the end of the first round. It's like in fantasy when you're picking at the end of a round and it's never going to get back to you. So it would be that. It would be a team picking at the end of the first round. Listen, unless you have an Adrian Peterson, there's no reason to take a running back in the top 10. I'm sorry, I'm not. Anybody can run through a hole, and it is a running back by committee league in the NFL, and that's what we're seeing. It. The days of the bell cows are over because, like we've spoken about this. Show me what good running back second contract has worked good for both the player and the organization. You can't. Look what happened with Zeke. Look at the kid from the Rams, McVay or whatever, has knees. Kid with the bad knees. Then you had what? No, look at CMC. Imagine picking him in the first round of your fantasy draft. Now, they're saying he might not be back to the 10th game. At that point, if you're San Fran and you're in contention and you're winning your division comfortably by week 10, yo, you're better off resting that kid for another 2, 3 more weeks and get him ready for the playoffs. But that's just my opinion. Who am I? Next kid Ricky White, UNLV wide receiver, 3 year starter. And it's ironic. UNLV is in the news a lot this year, but it's for quarterback reasons. So he's 6'2", 190. He's played with 2 different quarterbacks already. This just shows you the stuff we have to deal with of guys that cover the draft. A kid from Holy Cross transferred over to UNLV, and he just blew up. He blew up. Supposedly there was some shady, funny business with his NIL deal. He's saying it was one number. They're saying it was another number. He's saying he didn't get it. UNLV starts out 3-0 in the Big 12, and he goes, I want more money. They go, we're not paying you. He goes, peace out. I redshirt, jumped in the portal. So he'll be at another college next year. But this kid, Ricky White, so far this year has played with 2 different quarterbacks, and he has 37 catches, 526 yards, and 2 TDs. At 6'2", 190, he has nice size, and I see him as a deep threat. And you can check out his last year's stats. Last year was crazy, man. UNLV, they ran this offense. It was legit. Like they were running a play like every like 11 to 12 seconds. Like boom, 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 back and forth, back and forth. So fast. Another kid, but I've given you this kid already. I've given you this kid in May. In May, he was my number 2 tight end. After this past Saturday, this kid is my number 1 tight end. Remember this name, people. Tyler Warren, Penn State, 6'6", 260. I like to comp people. He's a more athletic Gronkowski. If you checked out Penn State's game this past Saturday against USC, the kid had like 17 catches. He played quarterback. He's played running back. The kid is a crazy athlete. And in my opinion, I don't think he's done growing. I think he's going to put on more size. And in May, he was my number 2 tight end. As of this past Saturday, he's my tight end number 1, Tyler Warren. That is a name to watch out for. But let's go back to May. Who was talking about him in May? I was, because he caught my eye last year when I was studying Theo Johnson, Penn State's other tight end, who went in the 3rd round to the New York Giants. And the kid, Tyler Warren, caught my eye. And then this year, I'm not a fan of Drew Allar's deep ball. And it shows. Is he getting away with what he is in college? Yeah. In my opinion, he's going to be a bust in the NFL. But have I been wrong before? Absolutely. Everybody is. And quarterbacks are not my strength. And I've said this before, but it seems like with all the GMs and coaches in the NFL, it seems like quarterbacks are all their weaknesses at their weakest position also. Look at John Elway, man. He had to go out and get Peyton Manning after failing at getting 1 million quarterbacks. Next, it's 2 Coastal Carolina defensive tackles. One kid, his name is Will Whiston, 6'5", 290. He has 11 tackles on the year, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. Kid has good size, and he's like a hurricane in the middle of the field. At his length, at 6'5", he has the body frame to put on another 20, 30 pounds and play 1, or he can stay and play 3. Like I said, I think people make 3 and 1 tech a lot harder than it has to be, because it's like a couple of Thanksgiving, it's about five Thanksgiving meals difference between 1 and the 2. in my opinion. Because let's be honest with you, if anyone knows anything, are half of these monster defensive tackles you see in the NFL, they started off playing running back. And they were running backs in high school. Then they went to college, and then the coaches are like, yeah, you're putting on 60 pounds and you're going to the D line. Seriously, man, that's how it goes. All corners were wide receivers in high school, and they're like, nope, your hands ain't good. You're going to corner. Running backs that were not that fast, all right, you're going to the defensive line. Running backs, and you're going to linebacker, and that's just the way it goes. Boom, 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 and that's a lot of the way old style coaching was. Joe Paterno was famous for that at Penn State. He would, if he was a fullback, running back, he'd be like, that's it. We're putting 50 pounds on you, and you're going to play defensive tackle. Ironically, look at Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp, don't ask me how, but Warren Sapp was a tight end in high school. And he's on a little bit of the shorter side. And he ranks as probably one of the best, I would say top 25 defensive tackles of all time. Next kid, he has a weird name. Same thing, North Carolina. Sawyer Welch-Goram. He's a little bit smaller, 6'4", 290. So he has to put on size. He definitely does. He has to put on size, ain't no doubt about it. I think Will Whiston has a much, much higher upside, but both of these kids caught my eye this past week. So, like I said, man, for the college football people, tonight we got college football Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and then all day Sunday. So for me, that's like a kid in a candy store, man. And you'd be surprised how many of these small colleges, their dudes, you'll see somebody and it'll stand out to you. And it should be ironic that talent should stand out when you're watching a college football game. But I view college football differently. I look at football differently pretty much than other people do, not like a normal fan. I'm looking at certain positions, especially I have a tendency, if my team needs certain positions, I'm scouting that team those positions more than the other. But this channel is for all 32 NFL teams. And if you're a fan, this is for all. And I got Eagle fans on my channel. I got everybody. So, like I said, I got San Diego Charger fans. I got everybody. This is for everyone. It's a draft channel. This is, you want to go to USFL, Canadian League, Lingerie League, whatever league you want to go to. This is for. Because we all know when you're rocking with the GWO, it's for life. 3 games on tonight. Don't miss them, people. It's better than what we've been getting in the NFL lately.